Hello, ladies and gentlemen. A little drive talk here. I didn't even think I was gonna do a drive talk today, but I was watching a podcast with Q Banks and James Storms. That podcast came out like 3 years ago, but I mean, there's still a lot of valuable content today. Trading is literally gonna stay the same. Price action, everything, fundamentals, red folder news. You're gonna have a big move, right? Supply and demand. All of that is really the same thing, right? What changes is somebody's mind. It's within you, and you have to change, right? When you start trading forex, like me, I'm not the person I am when I started trading forex. I needed to change. It's not about what, it's about who. And Wes Watson says all that. Shout out Wes, right? Rip, rich, and rare. I mean, I didn't really have a topic today, but I guess we're gonna go over the trades. Obviously, well, actually, never mind. I do have a topic because most likely this video is gonna be after the video that I made earlier, or I'm probably just gonna post that video before, and this is gonna be the video right after. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, because yesterday I didn't record a drive talk and I didn't record the workout, but I did record the chart markups. So I'm gonna post that from yesterday, and the little chart from today which was at work, which was right before I ate. So that's gonna be the previous video. So this could be another video. So this could be just the drive talk and a workout and another chart up. But we're gonna go buy a meal right now. We're gonna go buy some food, at least to munch out right now. And fucking bugs, moscas, flies. And obviously we're gonna hit a workout today. Today I did my late shift, right? I entered at 6 this week, so I'm only doing two sets of the workout, but I'm still gonna hit a workout. Yesterday was I believe yesterday was leg day, so today I'm gonna hit I think today is back and shoulders. So peace and love to anyone you're watching this. Not really the end, but we're gonna go into the workout. Yo, quick little add-on to the drive talk. Just look at this shit. So I already got my meal. Alright, a little sandwich, a little sparkling water, little big chips. Look at this shit. Oh, I was 93 right now. What the fuck? I mean, still 89 is hot as shit. To work out outside. But if you put yourself through an intense workout every day, if you put yourself through something difficult every day, trading, I mean, not even just trading, whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you skill, whatever it is that you do, your sport, your craft, whatever, it's gonna become, I'm not gonna say it's gonna become way easier, but it's definitely gonna be easier. No, it doesn't become easier, but it does become easier to control your emotions when needed to in your sport, or for me in case it's trading, right? Because when I don't work out, let's say I would not work out, or I'd eat when I want to, or I'd eat, I mean, obviously you have to eat, right? But at least I believe that I have to earn my meals, right? When you just think about it like this, back in the day, hundreds and years ago, back when supposedly we were cavemen, it was a motherfucker who hunted the most, who had shit. And if you didn't hunt, you didn't have shit. I'm not trying to fucking crash over here. But yeah, I mean, it's fucking hot as fuck. Who the fuck is gonna want to work out in this hot as degree weather outside? Look, you see it's back at 90. Outside, when people much rather watch Netflix and enjoy their comfortability, right? But I don't want to be comfortable. This shit helps you so much, right? Working out helps you so much in trading. It keeps you disciplined. If you don't work out and you miss a workout, you literally see it on the charts. It resembles. Your life outside of the charts resembles inside of the charts. Your outside of trading resembles outside of, right? Your life inside of trading resembles outside of trading. There's one of those quotes that goes by, how you do one thing is how you do everything. And before I did not like to believe that in that quote, because obviously I was off everywhere else. Off the eating. The video cut off, but back to, right, I'm just getting home, so back to the workout. Back, abs, and shoulders. So this is not even the end. I had to go onto that shit, right? If you stay disciplined in your workout, it's gonna keep you disciplined everywhere else. Peace and love.
That's the whole thing people don't understand about habitual construction. We are habitual constructs. Our thoughts, actions, and energy create exactly who you are right now. So if I can align you with this different version of you, this better, this more optimized version of you, the 10.0 Caesar, I know exactly how to take you from here to your 10.0 self. And no matter what you're doing in life, your relationship, your business, whatever you're doing, the better you is going to get a better result in everything.
No, and I like that because it's almost as if the money, the revenue is a byproduct of like your own internal system. Of
100%.
Being who you are.
And eye for eye, it matches.
Correct. And that is just the byproduct. Whereas I see other coaches and executives that money is the motive, right? Not necessarily a byproduct. So I respect you for that.
It's a byproduct. 100% well said.
And one of the things that I find, because you do live it, right? So I follow you on IG and I'll see you out maybe having dinner around 11:30. 2:30, 3 o'clock, you're in the gym.
I didn't sleep last night. 1 hour. So people always worried about how little I sleep. I didn't even try to sleep last night. If you go to my Instagram, I was squatting 3:15 at 4 a.m.
At 4 a.m.
And I was making sure and this is my mindset. I didn't sleep last night, so I'm going to move this weight faster and more efficient, and I'm going to murder this set. Because the world is telling people they didn't get sleep, they should not be as strong. Well, I really believe in mind over matter. I don't believe what that shot out, decrepit fucking shitbag of a doctor tries to tell people. My mind is way far past what anyone could even fathom is possible. One of my earliest videos, I said I don't even participate in illness. Has anyone seen me get sick? It hasn't happened. They're like, do you ever take a day off? And I'm like, no. And they're like, well, what if you get sick? I said, I don't even participate in illness. And they're like, you don't participate in it? I'm like, if I was sick, nobody would know about it, including myself, because I don't even have a fucking word for it. I only have words for what needs to get done that day, motherfucker.
And so for those individuals, right, those naysayers, the physicians, or maybe just the hating people sending DMs, Wes, you ain't sleep, or like, well, you know, you're going to hurt yourself. And then you see that. Like, what is your process to be like?
Oh, it's the complete best answer ever. If I listen to you, will I end up in your position, motherfucker? So if I listen to you and take your advice, will I be like you? And they're like, oh, come on, Wes, that ain't fair. And I'm like, exactly. We don't want to be like you, so we ain't listening to you. And guess what? Everybody listening to this wants my life. There's no way possible. It's not possible for everyone listening to this to not want my life. I'm in a very favorable position. There's a few people above me, but very few.
And so can you talk me through, right? Because I'm assuming most people that are listening to this are entrepreneurs. And some of them are seasoned. Some of them maybe went to business school, academicians, and they're trying to see how these Wes Watsons of the world, or really just you as an individual, are able to galvanize people and like your mindset, your motives. So say, you get home, it's midnight, you got to hit the gym. Is there a switch? Is there something, because everybody has that
switch
voice.
That every man has. He looks down between his fucking legs. He sees a dick and a pair of nuts. And he realizes that he said he was going to get the fuck up. So he gets the fuck up and handles fucking business. This is what these guys don't understand. There is no excuse big enough for me. No excuse could ever be valid for me. I told you I was going to fucking do it. We play all offense. If you're fucking saying I didn't get enough sleep, that's defense, motherfucker. All these people play so much defense that they don't realize they're not moving forward. I just only play offense. I don't even protect myself. I'm like, fuck it. Take it. I'll take that. Do it. Go. So everything's about moving forward. There's going to be so much fucking offense this year that it's going to be offensive to everybody who watches it. They're going to be just dumbfounded at how the fuck someone can move that fast. They probably didn't think I'd already be in the Bugatti, but there'll probably be a matching jet by the end of the year. Watch. There's no way it won't materialize.
What was the timeline from I'm free, I'm out of prison, to, hey, I think that I can monetize this?
About 12 to 16 months, I was already trying to monetize it from prison.
And I want people to realize that. This is not like a quick...
No, I was already trying to monetize
months.
it. I was already trying to monetize it from prison, like getting green dot cards and small amounts of money in canteen that people would help me with to answer questions for them. So then when I got out, I was living at my grandma's house making about 800 to like $3,000 a month. And I was like training people online with a training app, showing my workouts and getting as many clients as I could, and just really enjoying the fact that everybody had to motherfucking watch me never fucking fail on what all these pussies are unable to do every day. And just every week I was more jacked, more ripped, more fucking confident. Do you guys understand what the fuck happens when you hold your word to yourself for this many years on end with this many wins stacked? Do you even understand when you eat 5 meals a day that are based on purpose over pleasure, how that rewires your mind? If you eat 5 meals a day that are pleasureful, you become a pleasure-seeking soft-ass bitch. If you ate 5 meals a day that are just directly aligned with the purpose of making that 10.0 Caesar, so he rolls up to his wife and she's just like, man, you're an Adonis. I love you. Look at you, motherfucker. You make me so proud. If that is your agenda, you'll kill it in anything you do. Because then you rewrite at the root. The choice is just purpose over pleasure. Fuck the food, fuck the diet, fuck everything else. What's the root choice that we're making here? That's when you get out your car and the guy wants you to kick his teeth in, but you want to stay on the street for your family. So it'd be pleasurable to kick his teeth in. You know he's just going to call the cops on you, though. So you're just like, fuck this dude. Hey, I'm walking away. Or whatever it is, where you're choosing your main purpose over instant gratification and pleasure, which out here, drugs, alcohol, excess food, everything.
Yeah, and really what I like is that as I look at your stories and other influencers, they're out popping bottles, they're out with a bunch of bras, they're out wilding out, but you're like, no, I'm going to abstain from that nonsense because I'm building the best version of me.
Well, strength is built through restraint. If you really want to be strong, you have to restrain your desires. If you're being called from within 10 times a day to go grab a bottle, that means you're favored by God. He's given you 10 times a day to choose strength, to choose light over dark, to choose strength over weakness. And you're thinking of it as a bad thing? I think you're highly favored at that point. You're actually being put through training. This is spiritual training. Will he say yes or will he say no? You know, there's top occultists who believe that we don't even think our own thoughts. Like Rudolf Steiner believes we don't think our own thoughts. There's beings that place thoughts in our mind that are choices for us. And we're either choosing the good choice or the bad choice. Thus the angel and the devil on the shoulder. And this is how we live. And so, I mean, the point is when we're really living in alignment and we're saying, I'm choosing light over the dark. I'm choosing fucking strength over weakness. We're actually reporting above that I am an esteemed advocate of this message below. And I should be granted all the riches, all the fucking, than the man next to you.
And you bring something up, right? Because you bring up the Lord, you bring up God.
I never used to say that. For the record, I used to always say the universe. But recently I just started saying God, and I don't give a fuck. Like I have, okay, the carrier of the message. You guys have it. Everyone knows that they feel that we were created by something. There's something deeper and bigger. Everybody is being hit with the same message. And then they're always asked, like, you know, when is the next person who's going to save us all? When's he going to come about? They're like, he's not coming. They're like, why? It's like, he's too afraid to speak the truth. The second you start really telling the truth about all this shit that you know in your heart, other people, when they hear the truth, they won't be able to unhear it. And you'll be their guide. You'll be the one that opened the door for them.
And can I lean into that a little bit, right? What is your relationship with, like, say, with the Lord?
I live in direct alignment with God. I have a constant and outward flow. I only report above. I don't report to my wife, my children, nobody. I don't report to the dollar. I report to nobody but above. And that's just my conscience telling me exactly what I need to do. And most of the time, when your conscience is calling you forth to make a choice, what happens is it's the hard choice. I love what someone said though the other day. They were like, Wes, and this was a kid. He's 28 years old. I was on a call with him earlier. He has a $100 million annually company. Okay. And all he wanted to do was get aligned with his conscience and tap into infinite intelligence. And he knew it was real. He'd been following me for years and watched me completely live in a manner congruent with my conscience. So in the path that I'm being supplied by God and go from where I was to where I am today. And he's like, man, that's the answer. He knew it was the answer. And this is a kid at 28 years old making $100 million a year. Started his business with a fucking like a $6,000 or $600. And the biggest thing is that we had this call. We didn't speak about business once. It was just about aligning him with his path. And he said, well, Wes, how do I, like, why? You know, I'm like, you know how loud it is for you right now? That call from within. Your conscience is very loud right now. That's why we're here. It got urgent. It means you're being prepped and primed for something that has to take place, and the urgency is high. If my viewers out here and your viewers out here, if they don't hear that call very loud, it's not really that urgent for them to make the change. But if you're listening and your conscience is telling you, stop the fucking drink, Caesar, put the drink down now. Put it down now. That means something is going to happen very soon if you don't. So everybody who's hearing a loud call from your conscience to make a change in your life, I'm telling you, make it fucking now.
No, this is awesome. And you mentioned, right, you precisely said I'm in direct alignment with God. Right?
We're in a constant conversation.
This is an alignment, right? And that you tap into that. Me, myself, personally, I'm Christian. But I want to bring something up, right? Years, right? And your mom being there for you, encouraging you, right? What does it mean for you as a man to be able to generate this life, not just for your family, but for your mom?
This is the thing. Nobody visited me when I was in prison. My parents barely wrote me. They have no money. They couldn't come visit me. They couldn't even get there. Like, they have been struggling since we were kids, barely making it. And I always had cell phones, so I would call and text. But after a while, you stop even doing that. So the thing is I basically came out to my grandma's house, and my parents still live with my grandma in the same house when I went to prison. And I get out, and I'm living in the same room as my parents at 35 on a twin bed in my parents' room, and they're on a queen bed in a very small room. And this is my reality, that we are sleeping in the same fucking room, and I'm 35. And I think I'm gangster, and I'm covered in gangster-ass prison ink. Holy shit. They thought I was going to be the biggest wreck when I got out. They thought they didn't even know what I could be, a monster. This guy just did 10 years. We never even visited him. We haven't really talked to him. He could be so whacked out. But the thing no, we've been watching his Instagram. We see that he's positive. He's helping people change. Like, Instagram is such a powerful tool for law of attraction. Whatever the fuck you put out is what you get back. And all we're putting out is inspiration, positivity, a direct path to change, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. But my mom is she's lived one of the hardest lives you could ever. Took a back step. Not one fucking back step was ever taken. Once the choice was made, once the decision was stricken in my heart and the connection was made above, I never missed anything that would have brought me from where I was to where I'm at today with the absolute most unbelievable life. It's crazy.
And this is a common thing people say. Everybody sees the glory, they don't know the story. A couple of weeks ago, you look on IG, you're crushing it, right? You're killing it. You're doing the client shout outs. You're rolling around on the whips, right? Your mom's visiting you. But here's this moment that it's like, hey, this is impactful. But you're still getting up, doing what you got to do, and you're jumping on calls. And look, let me tell you, you're answering your IGs because we didn't know each other. It was just through Sean Mike, or I'm just DMing you. I'm like, man, I love what you're doing. And you're like, hop on a team. And you send me a video like, yeah, it's really me. Caesar. You're like, it's really me, Caesar.
My guys really work. My team, my people, the people I work with, we really go above and beyond, and we really validate ourselves with the fact that we do more. So when we walk in a room, we know we already got you. We know you. We know there's no possible way that any normal person could step to the level that we've built over time.
Exactly. I jump on a Zoom, you're on it, right? And I guess my question is, you seem ubiquitous. Like, you seem like you're everywhere. You're answering DMs. You're always online. How does the operation behind Wes Watson look like? Do you have a bunch of VAs in the Philippines, right? Who's scanning to see who's legit, who should I respond, who not? Because I also know you don't take on just anyone. You tell people, hey, I'm good. Like, you can't work with me. Like, your followers are fugazi. Like, those aren't real. Like, I'm not going to work with you. It'll diminish me. What does the Wes Watson operation behind the scenes look like to sustain this brand?
Oh, it's very easy. I just have like 2 main employees that run everybody else. I only speak to one of them. So I only speak to one of my guys, and he runs everybody else. He runs everybody who runs, keeps all my, and then I do their training and nutrition. And I've changed more lives on that program than most people could ever fucking fathom. And it's only $299 a month to $2,000 a year. And that gets you physically fit, mentally strong. We drop all vices, and we get on a Zoom call to discuss anything you want to discuss with me personally. This is in a group of everybody on that level. Now, my next level program is $6,000 a month, $40,000 a year. That's where we work directly, bi-weekly, one-on-one together, building you, your personal brand, or anything you want to do. Then I have just a business coaching program to just build your brand as a coach. That's $3,000 a month, $20,000 for the year. And the ROIs that I bring back on that are so psychotic, I should charge 5 times as much. People will come in, and they'll get their money back in the first day. Like, anyone who has some type of following that they've been cultivating, they'll make money right away. Other people who have to start from scratch, it's going to take a minute, but it'll be the most valuable thing they've ever done in their fucking life.
And you know what? I want to be fully transparent, right? Because I signed up, right? And I said, Wes, let's work together. You're like, jump on a team. And the small things that you told me to do, I landed a client within 3 days, just on a DM. Because you're like, hey, comb DMs at the end of the day, 30 DMs a day. And somebody that's been following for about a year.
You're a salesman, though. You'll be lethal at it. A lot of people, we start to have to teach them how the fuck to even talk. So every aspect of this has so much value. Once we're like, here's our agenda. And then you get the individual, and we start to teach them every piece of how to create a piece of content to then close a deal.
Yeah, and just tinkering with the things that you told me have been effective. And I'm excited. I'm excited to continue to work with you. I'm excited to kind of hear your story. So the thing that I want to dive into, right, because now we're talking more about business.
Yeah, 100%.
And I've been in business going on 8 years with my own agency. And I hear a lot of entrepreneurs, we have a lot of the same pain points. Where do we start? Because our audiences are very different, right?
Requires you to change
Hello,
your story
ladies and gentlemen.
numerous times. With each win,
I'm
it has
in
to
the same
change.
clothes,
Now, with winning,
which is nasty.
I
And
came up
what
with,
time is it?
and this is not in the book, I actually came up with it after the book.
2:23 a.m. I've been awake
three
since
different
like 1.
characteristics in
We're
individuals.
turning up some charts.
One is people know how to compete. Everyone knows how to compete. at some
I'm
point, but you
usually
know how everybody can compete.
Tim G real quick, which I'm actually just starting his book too. His first book, the Relentless book. This video is gonna be right after the workout, so I think I had mentioned that I was gonna go over the trade of today. I'm not sure if I went over it earlier or if I was in it, but obviously these are all the trades from yesterday. All of the NCD CAD, Wildness, and then we got in UJ shorts, which I'm actually kind of mad at myself because if you look at it, my entry on USD JPY yesterday, you see the dual top, lower high, price melted. This was the first target, and my entry was here. It wasn't the best entry, but it was still a good entry because, I mean, this is still only 35 pips. And price, look at that, the entry was 146.858. So we go to USD JPY right now. Freaking Ramble's being annoying over here. And my little boy should be sleeping. But if we go to USD JPY, I'll leave GU because I want to go over right now because it's a trade that I took today, or technically yesterday. Today's already a new day. So look how we're just at right now. I missed out this whole drop. What was it? The entry was 146.858. 146.858. Nope, price would have never taken me out. 856. Look, even at 856, price would have not taken me out, and I would have been up 166 pips and at 1.200 pips. Obviously, my target was right here. Previous supply under, and demand above. The mini demand, weaker demand. And obviously, we broke below. Most likely, price will continue lower. Or actually, we just closed on a bullish engulfing candle. So actually, and in a higher time frame, this was where I was looking for price to start reversing. Look at on the daily. The daily we just closed that previous bearish engulfing candle. But I mean, this is kind of like a double top on the daily as well. Deleting this. The video cut off, but yep, I forgot to mention that the only reason I'm in the same clothes because after the fucking workout I was hopping whatever, right? And I ended up so tired that I literally just crashed into bed and crashed out and woke up at 1. But I'm gonna get in the shower right now, I promise. I ain't no fucking nasty motherfucker. And I'm gonna wash my sheets when I get home and my pillow covers. But back to, alright, I ain't no nasty motherfucker. It's because I rewatched the first video right now and it kind of looked like I was nasty because I didn't say what I did, right? Obviously, I just said I'm still in the same clothes. I did the workout and everything, but how am I still in the same clothes? I'm not no nasty motherfucker. But whatever, no drama. Back to you, Jad Belly Boo Rat. So this daily double top and the previous daily bearish engulfing candle. So I mean, if price price on the 1 hour already gave us a bullish engulfing candle. Look at this. This is already looking like a double bottom here. Oh, actually, we might even be getting some. If something like this could happen, give us maybe a higher low and we could something like this. I'm getting in on some UJ buys, but we have to wait for this trade. But back to the trade of today, which was GU, which reversed. So price was obviously had tested a strong demand, tested it one more time. As you can see, showed no strength. Why did it show no strength? Obviously, look, on one candle, it did this insane push. How many are these? These are the exact same 1 hour candles. Look at how long it took to came up just to 131,500. And price created a lower high below 131,500. Started melting below it. Retested one more time, and this is where I was like, oh shit, this shit is melting. And I got in a little pre-meltdown trade, and price melted. I secured 30 pips, and then the price came back to, and it's currently at entry. Came back to stop out, but it's still not showing the entry. So I'm either waiting, prices are gonna come back all the way to 131,500, or probably gonna get a trade again. So maybe something like Shadow Valley, Laura Pausini. Something like that, which still confludes with the original bias, right? But maybe price just has to come and clear out all of the sellers in the market. Or if we get a bullish engulfing candle, we get a higher low, we have targets to run up either way. So EGU is definitely another trade that I'm looking for. And now we can start looking at the video cut off. Probably gonna be the last the last one. But we're gonna go over a little bit of, we'll start at AJ and go all the way down. We went over GU and I believe UJ, and that's it. So AJ, as you can see, what I had probably, I think I had mentioned I was looking for something like this, and obviously price had nope, it melted, but it's now back at a zone. I had gone over this a little bit earlier. So if price can maintain above this zone, I think it's gonna get bullish. 96, 97, 200. But if we could get a nice bearish engulfing candle below it, but you can see we're already getting a double bottom. We can get it as clean as possible. We just need that bullish engulfing candle. This is on the 1 hour. So we need something. We need the break of structure, break of highs, the higher low for the continuation, and we would already have highs to clear. So it would already be the main target. Something like that. I don't give a fuck if I get copyrighted. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to fucking teach. I don't really teach, but obviously track. If you fuck with ladies music, you're a G. But yeah, to be honest, we just have to wait for the break of structure. Maybe even give us a bullish engulfing candle to give us a potential higher low. This could be a New York section trade. I'm actually gonna be watching this trade. And let's go to GJ. Oh, GJ actually had missed out on this trade, but just look at this. Just look at this. You see, price created this, but shout out Holt, right? Because he's the one that really taught me this. The bottom of the range and the top of the range. What dictates the top of the range? When price fails to break above the previous high. So what it just did right here, right? And then what signifies that price is really gonna sell? This right here. Look at what price did. A bearish engulfing candle right below and breaking structure the previous low. So if you just look at price action, and then price did this, consolidated for a little bit. I'm gonna show you why, because of the time session. Right, broke structure here, even confirming that it was already starting to sell, right, and gave people, right, the initial position that price was already going to sell. But what did it do? For the retail traders that were putting their stop losses right above here, the retail traders that put their stop losses right here got taken out as this supply that gave us the initial drop that said price was gonna actually start selling. Price tested it, and the confirmation of this is if you put your stop loss above the top of the range, and obviously this is what creates the top of the range. Because if this low just continues breaking, if this candle just continues to break highs, then this is not the top of the range. This is what confirms the top of the range. And after this bearish engulfing candle, that's what confirms the potential sell entry. And look at exactly what happened. Price tested the supply, failed to break above the top of the range. And if you look on the lower time frames, this happens, and it just melted the target. This was the main target right here. After this, well, actually after this is the TP1. So let me show you why from the 15 minute. So go on to the 15 minute. You can see this was about this was the bottom of the range. And in the 15 minutes, it's a little bit crispier. You see? Let me get it as perfect as I can possibly get it. And then this is where we got the break of structure. This was, I believe, after New York session consolidation, all of this right here, or in between New York session, after New York session hours, late New York session, all Sydney session, because I know that this was Asian session. And then price, this is where I said this was the main target. If this was your entry somewhere right here, this is your main target. And after your main target, no, not your main target, your first target. And after your first target is hit, you say you secure some, right? Maybe 25, maybe 50% of the trade, and then you let the rest run to main target. Or if you're freaky, you just say your stop loss at entry, and you don't secure anything. But now the trade is either a break even or for sure a win, and for sure it would have been a win. Look at this, TP smacked, and it kept on running after still. But I mean, these other trades, I mean, I didn't get into this trade, but you still have to learn from them. Somebody made millions of dollars in this trade. What am I saying, millions? Somebody made billions, right? A hedge fund, a fucking institute, a bank. These motherfuckers are banking. But now I know Now we know for next time a similar setup pulls up, either direction, vice versa, bullish or bearish. Now you know. And that's a very, very, very key setup, because this setup happens all the time in the market. But for GJ, I mean, it already closed with the 1 hour bullish engulfing candle above this zone. The video cut off one last time. I believe this is officially the last one, but never say never. So like as I was saying, GJ is above the zone. Buys. Broke below, kind of like a fake out, maybe to clear liquidity. Because I mean, we are overall bullish on the higher time frame. You can see on the 4 hour. You see, overall bullish. It's just that we're below 191, 100, which is a key level. But we're going to the 1 hour. We could even just buy to 191, 900, and then at the 191, 100 we could see. But on the 1 hour, tell me what you see. Wow. So 1 hour bullish engulfing candle above previous obvious demand. So the price can give us, maybe this is very similar to UJ, something like this. You would just be waiting. The thing is, you have to wait for this move, because it's to set the stop loss. Where are you gonna set your stop loss right now if you entered out? It's very vulnerable to being hit. Maybe even possibly breaking above these highs right here. Something like this, and actually wait for the bullish engulfing candle. This could be actually more like a safer entry for GJ. Now let's go to, I believe, hang on over UJ and go over UCAD and NCD CAD. Look at USD CAD. I've been missing out on so many buys because I was into NCD CAD, and this trade because I was asleep. This trade happened at 11 today while I was asleep. Now that I just remember about the time, I forgot that I was gonna tell you guys GJ the time frame. So this full consolidation period started at 10 a.m. New York session, and it ended at 5:15. So right before Asian session, and obviously Asian session opened 6. All Asian sessions started melting, and then London session hit at 12 a.m. That's when we had a bigger meltdown. It started melting even more all London. So you can see Asian session did the main push. This full Asian session trade. Now we're going to NCD CAD. I'm still looking at NCD CAD to buys all the way to 136. Clean buys all the way to 136. Possibly getting something like this to trade, or something like this. Something like this to sell, or something like this to buy. NCD CAD. I'm looking at, actually price already coming back to the zone. 89, 83. What the fuck? I think this should moved. This should be, I think it was 84. Yeah. You see, sometimes you gotta lock it in there's this thing that you can lock it, but here, this. But I definitely do see price continuing up, possibly for a retracement, something like this, to continue bearish, unless we get a bullish engulfing candle above 84. And then we might actually get something like this. So this is more like a waiting trade, because this is a 4 hour. Gold, last but not least, we're below 2480. Obviously, previous supply, the strong demand, weak demand before, and we're testing it again. Most likely could sell, but as well we already did test everything here. It's all active. I would actually just wait for the sell below this zone. Below here. Obviously, I don't want the price to come all the way down there. Maybe something like this with a nice version coffee candle. But yeah, one of the main trades that I'm looking for right now is AJ. Actually, AJ, possibly GU. What do we come to 131,500? See what it does. So, peace and love to anybody watching this. I command you health, wealth, and success.